Aries, welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your monthly horoscope overview for the month of September 2021. But before we begin, I would like to let you know that I also do daily video horoscopes, weekly video horoscopes, and monthly sun rising sign horoscopes, just like this one that you can watch on my YouTube channel. And I also request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. Alright, so let's talk about what's happening in the month of September for you, Aries. And before we begin, one more thing. What's your rising sign and then your sun sign, okay? So this is for Aries rising and Aries sun, but preference to the rising sign. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening in the month of September for you. And the first important thing happens on September 6th, Aries, and that is the new moon in Virgo right here. It's happening at 14 degrees of Virgo. Okay, and what is a new moon? A new moon is a new beginning. For the next lunar month, we've begun something new for the next 20-30 days, right, Aries? And for the next 20-30 days, this is the new beginning that we will work on. And all this is very subtle, right? But this is the new beginning for you. And for you, Aries, it's in your 6th house. So there could be a new beginning in your health, in your job, in your diet, in your exercise, in your lifestyle, in your day-to-day routine, or even small pets. So it could be, Aries, that you start a new habit. You start a new diet program. You change up your routine, right? Or you get a small pet. Could be any one of these things, but this new beginning is not very clear right now on the new moon. Yes, it's begun, you've started it, but it's going to take the whole month for you to work on that beginning. So that's what happens on September 6th. And let me also tell you that this new beginning is in a trine to Uranus, right? 120-degree angle, which means that this new beginning in your job, in your health, in your routine, in your habits, in your diet, and perhaps pets, can be quite unexpected and sudden. It could be that suddenly you say, okay, you know what? I need to change my routine. Okay, you know what? My diet, I need to change this. This is not working. Or it could be that you say, I've been exercising this way for a long time for a change. I need to do something new and different, quite unexpectedly, quite suddenly. Or you say, something about your job that, this job, I don't know, maybe I need to change the way I do this job. For example, these are just examples. It could be anything connected to the 6th house. Okay? And then on September 10th, we have Venus here entering the sign of Scorpio, your 8th house, Aries. Now, wherever Venus is, we get blessings, we get gifts, and we also become more receptive to that area in our chart, in our life rather. And for you, up until September 10th, Venus has been in your 7th house, your house of marriage, your house of legal relationships, business partnerships, legal issues. So you have been getting blessings and gifts and rewards in subtle ways, and even being more receptive to your marriage, your spouse, your legal relationships, your business partnerships, legal issues, all these things. But now on September 10th, what's going to happen is Venus is going to enter your 8th house, and it's going to give you blessings and gifts and even make you more receptive to what? 8th house. 8th house is the house of intimacy. It's the house of hidden things, occult things. It's the house of investments. It's the house of healing, transformation, ending, beginning, and catharsis. So the 8th house is very broad, right? So that's the area where Venus is going to come into and bless you, give you gifts, give you blessings, and even make you more receptive. So what could happen at this point is maybe you get more receptive to an intimate relationship in your life, for example. Maybe you become more receptive to something, so to some investments you're making, or some investments you've made yield a positive result. These are just examples, okay? It could be anything. It could be anything. And it really depends on your personal chart as well. So I just wanted to mention that. So that's what's going to happen, broadly speaking. And on August 13th, we have the first quarter square of the moon. Now, this is a point where the sun and the moon make their first 90-degree angle after the new moon. And this whole week, starting on September 13th, you will be resolving challenges, making adjustments, overcoming obstacles connected to the new beginning that you had on September 6th in your house of health, job, routine, diet, exercise, pets, etc. So it could be that you started, say, a new, I don't know, a diet, for example. These are just examples. And this week you're saying, okay, you know what? It's not working really well. I need to change some parts of that. I need to adjust something. Or you've started a new routine. And now this week you're saying, you know, this is not working as it should. Maybe I need to adjust this. Maybe I need to change the timing of this particular slot in my day, for example. Could be anything. So this whole week is about that, adjustments, making subtle changes to the new beginning that you had on September 6th in your house of health, job, diet, exercise, routine, habits, etc. And then on September 14th, Mars here is going to enter your 7th house. Okay? And it's going to enter your 7th house almost after 2 years. And Mars is an energizer. You know, wherever it goes, it energizes that part of your life. So for the past 40 days or so, till September 14th, it has re-energized your house of health, your house of job, diet, exercise, routine, habits, etc. Now, for example, what does that mean? It means that maybe you stopped, for example, these are just examples, maybe you stopped exercising. But Mars came in to that house and said, okay, no, you need to start something. You need to do something. And you started something. And then you felt better. You know, it re-energized that part of your life. Or if there was a habit that you used to do earlier, but somehow you weren't as consistent or something happened, Mars came in and said, okay, you know what? I'll re-energize this for you. So that habit, you restarted it, whatever it was. Or your routine, maybe you weren't able to find that balance in your routine, but Mars came in and said that, okay, you know what, do it this way, find that balance. So that's how Mars re-energizes that part of your life. And now, after 2 years, almost after 2 years, it's entering your 7th house. 7th house is the house of marriage, business partnerships, legal issues, all those things. So now that's the area that's going to be re-energized, right? So for the next 40 days or so. And then on September 20th, we have an important event, and that is the full moon in Pisces. The full moon in Pisces is going to be at 28 degrees of Pisces, which puts it right here, right? 28 degrees of Pisces, which means your 12th and 6th house axis is going to be highlighted. And what are full moons? Full moons are culmination points. They're a point of clarity. We can understand things clearly on a full moon. So first of all, this full moon will highlight your 12th and 6th house, which means it will highlight your health, your job, your day-to-day routine, your habits, your exercise, your nutrition, your lifestyle, all those things on one hand. And on the other hand, your spirituality, your connection with the higher realms, a spiritual practice perhaps. And 12th house is also the house of escapism, of drugs, of delusions, of addictions, of depression. So those areas will be highlighted as well, Aries. And another thing this full moon will do is it's going to help you understand that new beginning that happened on September 6th connected to your health, job, diet, exercise, routine. So now you'll be able to understand that beginning a little better. But the most important thing this full moon is doing is that it is closing out the past of decades. Now, in March of 2021, we had a new moon in Pisces. That new moon in Pisces was a pivotal step in releasing the past that has been with us for decades. And this ties into the fact that last year we had 2 new astrological cycles, the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction come about, and these cycles will stay with us for decades as well. So in March of 2021, we cleared out the past fully. But this is the full moon, where that clearing out of the past that happened in March will reach its maximum point, will reach its culmination point, and the past will fully go away. Right, Aries? And the next important thing happens on the same day, on September 22nd, and that is the sun is going to enter the sign of Libra. Okay, so from your 6th house, Aries, it's going to enter your 7th house. Okay, now the sun is an illuminator. It illuminates that part of our life for 30 days. So for the past 30 days till September 22nd, the sun has been illuminating your house of health, job, diet, exercise, routine, lifestyle, etc. But now from September 22nd, it's going to enter your 7th house and illuminate and highlight and bring the focus to your spouse, your marriage, your legal relationship, and legal issues for the next 30 days. Okay. And then on September 27th, we have Mercury going retrograde. Mercury right here is going to go retrograde in the sign of Libra. And Mercury retrogrades usually last about 3 weeks, okay? And during this process, generally speaking, it's not the best time for communication. Communication can slow down. It's not the best time to start new things, sign new contracts. And Mercury retrogrades are also a time where gadgets can malfunction. So just be mindful of that. If you're planning to sign a contract, maybe wait it out till Mercury retrograde is over. And another thing that happens with Mercury retrograde is the past comes back for review. Now for you, that past is connected to the 7th house. So the past, some past things, some past thoughts, emotions, or even events can come back to you connected to your 7th house. Marriage, business partnerships, projects, legal issues. So the purpose of that is to review them from a different perspective, to reprocess them. And towards the end of the month, September 28th, we have the last quarter square of the moon. Now this is a point where we begin to release and let go of the new beginning that you had on September 6th in your house of health, job, diet, routine, etc. So this whole week starting on September 28th till the new moon in the month of October, you're going to be releasing and letting go. So it could be that you say, I started that diet, but what about that diet do I need to release? Certain parts are good, certain parts are not. What can I take with me to the next lunar month? Or what about this routine is working, what's not working? What can I take with me to the next lunar month? Or it could be just an emotion connected to these things. Maybe some emotion you have connected to your job is not serving you, and now you release that. Could be any one of these things, but the release is subtle, it's subconscious, and it is connected to your 6th house of health, job, diet, exercise, routine, etc. So that's the basic overview for the month for you, Aries. And a lot of focus on your health, on your job, on your diet, on your exercise, nutrition routine this month for you. And towards the end of the month, a lot of focus on your marriage, legal relationships, legal issues, etc. And if you want to know the long-term energies in your chart, things like where Neptune is, Saturn, Uranus, and what they mean for you, and these are the planets that influence the longer-term themes in our life. Sometimes certain themes don't change for years, and that's because of these outer planets. So you can know what those are in my long-term video, which is already on YouTube. And now I will pick a card for you, Aries. Okay, something's fallen out. It says clean it up. And this card has two meanings. One is you clean out something, you get over the past in some way. And that could very well be the case with the full moon in Pisces, which is about closing out the past completely. But this is also something, cleaning is something that is very much a 6th house thing, right? And that's where the focus is this month for you. So this month, the focus will be on cleaning is a very mundane activity, right? It's a very day-to-day thing. So I think a lot of focus for you this month will be on the day-to-day, on the mundane, on the routine, on the diet, on the exercise, on the lifestyle, on the health, on the job, all day-to-day, all the mundane things in life. That's the focus for you this month, Aries, and this card sums it up really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this monthly reading, and do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and I will see you in one of my other videos. Bye.